mentally ill, and so on and so forth.
So you went over to Spain. Okay. How soon after you got there did you go into action?
Well, I was lucky. The original Lincolns, they got across sometime in January, and that was another 80, 90 of them on that boat, till they accumulated enough men to make up a battalion, which is roughly 400, 450 men. That came about sometime in February. And you have to understand the nature of the war in Spain and understand that there was no organized army,
Yeah, of course.
centrally controlled or anything else. The headquarters of the International Brigade is in, and why can't I remember the name of the town? I bet you Charlie would know who said it.
That's right.
Okay. There was no training really for the Lincoln Battalion when it went into action on February 12th, 1937. I got there in March. The battalion had already fought in Jarama and was continuing to hold their section of the front of Jarama. Those who came in March were put into a battalion which later called itself the George Washington Battalion, and we had 3 months of training. Now it's true, some of the time we were training with wooden guns, but eventually we could get regular guns. We learned infiltration, we learned to cover for our comrades, you know, as you were advancing, cover fire. We learned to crawl on our hands and knees. We had some Russian instructors who instructed us with the Russian guns and the machine guns. Mm-hmm. So that my outfit, and then subsequently, most of the men that came to Spain had training.
Now, most of the men that you met over there had a background similar to yours? Kind of socialist, communist, what have you?
Well, I happen to be very knowledgeable on the subject. It is estimated that, we estimate, that somewhere around 60, maybe a little bit more percent of the 3,000 volunteers were either members of the Communist Party or members of the Young Communist League. Now, having said that, you know, one would think, oh, here are a bunch of mature Bolsheviks with a great education, training, and so on and so forth. Nothing could be further from the truth.